إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين وعن جميع أصحاب رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وعن التابعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد. إخوة الكرام، أوصي نفسي وإياكم بتقوى الله عز وجل، واعلموا أن تقوى الله خير لباس المؤمن، ولا خير لمن كان لله عاصيا. لا خير لمن كان لله عاصيا. يقول جل جلاله: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. عباد الله, after praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu and asking him to bestow his peace and blessings to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, I advise you to always fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to know that in fearing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala you have the best garment, you have the best clothing, and there isn't there any benefit in anyone who is disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu fi dunya wal akhirah. However much they are rich, however healthy they are, however good looking they are, the most beloved and most honored in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most fearful to him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu. My fellow believers, normally in these situations, normally in these periods of time where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu is bringing us closer to the best of times, is bringing us closer to something that each and every Muslim probably counts and waits eagerly. Ikhwatul kiram, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu brings us such a visitor, brings us such a friend, such a beloved visitor that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to welcome eagerly, to embrace and open our arms and our hearts and our souls to that visitor. Ikhwatul kiram, I will ask us these 4 or 5 questions. فَأَيْنَ الْمُشْمِرُونَ الْمُسَابِقُونَ? Where are those who are eager, who are ready to challenge others, who are ready to fight hard to see that they are better than others? أَيْنَ الصَّالِحُونَ الْمُتَّقُونَ? Where are those who are pious? You've been good all along. Where are those who fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu? بل أين المذنبون العاصون? Where are those who have been sinning, who have been disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu? أين المفرطون المقصرون? Where are those who have lost hope? They last remember worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the right way in the last Ramadan. Ikhwatul kiram, all those kinds of people, الضيف يدعوكم. A visitor is calling on to you. A visitor that we know Ramadan زائر وأنت المزور. That Ramadan is a visitor and you are the one welcoming that visitor. We normally get a question that Sheikh, in the last Ramadan, I was good, but after Ramadan, I don't know how I lost my iman. Up to now, I've not opened the Quran. Up to now, the salah is a problem. I've not fasted any day. Ikhwatul Kiram, perhaps there is one disease that Muslims have who go into that category, is that they don't prepare themselves well before that visitor comes. Because we just bump into the visitor, it's like abruptly, we didn't know that the visitor is visiting us anytime soon. Ramadan Zair, a visitor is coming. When a visitor is coming to your home, you prepare yourself well, and you prepare, you even do research, knowing that he eats such and such a food. He doesn't eat such and such foods. He likes to be here, he likes to go here, he likes to tour these places. We do all that research. وَمَا بَالْ Ramadan, إِخْوَةُ الْكِرَامِ. When Ramadan is coming, the believers used to do 2 things or 3. One, ad-du'a, asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help them reach that month of Ramadan, to help them treat that visitor in the perfect way possible. The second thing, ta'allum fiqh al-siyam, ikhwatul kiram, learning the fiqh of siyam, learning what that visitor wants you to do into it, learning what Ramadan needs, learning what I'm supposed to do in Ramadan. Am I supposed to fast? We get questions, different questions, ikhwatul kiram. Someone has fasted not 1 Ramadan, not 2, not 3, with a partner, a wife. They call them wives. They are not in a halal way. Ramadan, after Ramadan, they are not in a halal. In a halal marriage, no. But Ramadan, after Ramadan, they are in that relationship. Why? They follow into Ramadan, they just bump into the visitor without knowing the fiqh of Siyam, without sitting in the durus that are happening in these days before Ramadan comes. Ramadan Zair wa anta al-mazur. You are the one welcoming such a visitor. How are you preparing yourself? Dua, sitting down to learn what does it need for me to be a perfect person in that Ramadan. Ikhwatul Kiram, Ramadan, this month of Ramadan, the visitor that is coming, Bahar, is a lake. If you want to enter into this visitor, to visit him, it's a lake. وَيَوْمُ الْعِيدِ سَاحِلٌ. يَوْمُ الْعِيدِ is the end of the lake. They want you to prepare yourself. As you enter this lake, how much are you going to collect? How much have you prepared yourself that now, I've known Quran, I've known fasting, I've known helping others, I've known helping the miskin. How much am I going to prepare myself into this Ramadan? Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he told us, Atakum Shahr Ramadan, that Shahr Ramadan has come unto you, Shahrul Mubarak, the month that is blessed, the month that is Mubarak. Farad Allahu Azza wa Jalla alaykum as-siyam. The first thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, kutiba alaykum as-siyam, kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us such a vista. The only important thing, most important thing, is fasting that month of Ramadan. Is fasting, being among those who are fasting the month of Ramadan. We are teenagers, because of the hours of time that we fast in these countries, because of the amount of time that it takes us to fast, sometimes in the summer, the sun is too high. Wallahi, the excuse they have, I can't make it, it's too much for me. Have you understood what it takes for you to fast this Ramadan? Have you understood that even the companions came to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam complaining about how hard such acts are, and he told them, لا يزال لسانك رطبا من ذكر الله, that your tongue, your lisan shouldn't be tired of remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu. bringing adhkar, bringing istighfar. And that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah about Nuh. When he told them, فَقُلْتُ اسْتَغْفِرُوا رَبَّكُمْ ثُمَّ تُوبُوا إِلَيْهِ, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told them, Nuh told them, the people, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgiveness, bring istighfar, bring adhkar, ثُمَّ تُوبُوا إِلَيْهِ. The two things he said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu, apart from bringing the rain, he says, وَيَزِدْكُمْ قُوَّةً إِلَىٰ قُوَّتِكُمْ. Allah is going to add energy upon energy, power upon power. You're going to have energy of doing the ibadats because your lisan is not living remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu. Starting these days before Ramadan, your lisan, your mouth has to be constantly remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that energy comes in. Ikhwatul kiram, Ar-Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he tells us this vista that is coming, the lake that we want to collect each and everything. He says, إِذَا كَانَ أَوَّلُ لَيْلَةٍ مِنْ شَهْرِ رَمَضَانِ, when the first night comes in the month of Ramadan, سُفِدَتِ الشَّيَاطِينَ, the shayateens are all tired. You have no excuse. And he says, Ar-Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وَغُلِّقَتْ أَبْوَابُ النَّارِ, even the doors of Jahannam are closed. فَلَمْ يُفْتَحْ مِنْهَا بَابٌ, no door remains open. And he says, Rasul, وَفُتِّحَتْ أَبْوَابُ الْجَنَّةِ, and the doors of Jannah are open. فَلَمْ يُغْلَقْ مِنْهَا بَابٌ, and there is no door that remains closed of Jannah. They are all open, wide open. And he says, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وَيُنَادِي مُنَادِي, then someone calls, a caller will call, Ya baghi al-khair, aqbil. Oh, you who is prepared to do good, come, let's do good together. Wa ya baghi al-sharri, aqsil. Oh, you who is prepared to do wrong, to sin in this month, go far away. Ikhwatul kiram, are we prepared to do good in this coming Ramadan? Come closer, let's do good. Let's pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us reach there. Let's start now to prepare. A few days are remaining. And those prepared to do sins, Ikhwatul kiram, we have people that we hear because Ramadan is coming. They want to make zina, they want to go to clubs quickly because Ramadan, they're not going to do it. Subhanallah, what kind of heart is that? Someone is, because Ramadan is coming, he cannot do any sin there. Now, he's prepared in this weekend, the last weekend before Ramadan, to go clubbing, to do whatever sin he wants to do, so that he goes in Ramadan when he has satisfied his soul. Ya salam. Ibn Rajab, he says, whoever has his intention of entering Ramadan and ba'da Ramadan to go back to his sins, فَصِيَامُهُ مَرْدُودٌ فَصِيَامُهُ مَرْدُودٌ فَصِيَامُهُ مَرْدُودٌ. His fasting is returned to him. His fasting is returned to him. His fasting is returned to him because the intention is wrong. Ikhwatul kiram, Ramadan is such a lake that for those who are capable, for those that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed with wealth, Ar-Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam called upon you. When he told hadith is in Bukhari and Muslim, Ibn Abbas tells us, the Rasul sallallahu told Imra and al-Ansar, a lady from the Ansar, فَإِذَا جَاءَ رَمَضَانِ فَاعْتَمِرِي, if Ramadan comes, go and make Umrah. If Ramadan comes, go and make Umrah. And he says there are two reasons. One, فَإِنَّ عُمْرَةً فِيهِ تَعْدِلَ حَجَّةً, because the Umrah that you do in Ramadan is rewarded as Hajj. Subhanallah, what a visitor, Ikhwatul kiram. And another riwayah, he says, أَنَّهَا تَعْدِلْ حَجَّةً مَعِي. Ar-Rasul says, because it is Hajj with me, rewarded as Hajj. You doing Hajj with me. That's what this lake comes with. How much are you going to collect? Ramadan, lu'lu'ah, Ikhwatul kiram, it's a pearl that you go home, something that you go home and look at, and you feel happy, and you feel blessed, and you feel Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. Lu'lu'ah tantadhuruka fi asdaq al-ayyam. Each and every day, that day in Ramadan is going to wait for you. One, Ar-Rasul sallallahu telling us, لله عز وجل عند كل فطر عتقاء. Each and every day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take people away from Jahannam. Inna kulli fitrin utaqa will take people away from Jahannam. And he adds us another dose of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam in one day of Ramadan. He says, Inna lillahi tabarak wa ta'ala utaqa. Each and every day he has people he takes from Jahannam kulla yawmin wa layla, every day and night in Ramadan. And he says, وَإِنَّ لِكُلِّ مُسْلِمٍ فِي كُلِّ يَوْمٍ وَلَيْلَةٍ دَعْوَةٍ مُسْتَجَابَةٍ. That for each and every Muslim, in a day and in a night, you have a dua. Your dua is going to be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Free ticket. Your dua is accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the day, in the night, لِكُلِّ مُسْلِمٍ. إخوة الكرام. And one of the scholars says, صَائِمٍ. You are fasting or not fasting, but not fasting for a reason. Because you're not capable of fasting. You make dua in Ramadan, mustajaba. Ikhwatul Kiram, that's how a pal Ramadan is. And not only that, Ikhwatul Kiram, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam telling us, Rasul sallallahu telling us that in the Ramadan, not only utaqa'u min al-nar, not only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saving you from hellfire, not only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu rewarding you with all your du'as that you are making. Ma bin abdin yasumu yawman fi sabilillah. There is no one fasts a day for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, illa ba'ada Allah bidhalika al-yawm wajhahu 'ani an-nar 70 kharifa. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts far away your face with hellfire a distance of 70 years. Just fasting any day, Monday or Thursday, all the white days for the sake of Allah. How about Ramadan? How about Ramadan if you fast those days, Ikhwatul Kiram? Ramadan, we ask ourselves, Aina qasid al-bahr al-hammam? Where are the brave, strong captains? Wa aina al-ghawwas al-miqdam? Where are the brave, strong divers that are ready to go into this lake? Where are the captains that are ready to go on a ship to sail on this lake of Ramadan? And where are the divers that are ready to fall into? Knowing that our Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in a hadith in Bukhari and Muslim, kana ajwadun nas. Companions tell us, kana ajwadun nas. He was the most of generous in people. He used to give in a lot. And not only that, كان أجود ما يكون في رمضان حين يلقاه جبريل فيدرسه القرآن. When Jibril used to come to him to teach him the Quran, our Rasul became more and more and more generous, giving in more, to the extent that they say, كان أجود بالخير من الريح المرسلة. He used to be more giving. His giving was so quick, even quicker than the rain with wind. You know, a rain coming down with wind, a rain mursala, quicker than that. He used to give him more and more and more. Where are the brave divers that are going to dive in? Where are the captains that are ready to sail? Ikhwatul Kiram. Not only that, our Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam telling us the two things, important thing. That Quran that Jibril was teaching the Prophet sallallahu every night in Ramadan. He says, as-siyam wal-Quran. Siyam, fasting, and the Quran, yashfa'ani lil-'abd yawm al-qiyamah. They are going to intercede on the day of judgment for everyone that fasted, for everyone that read the Quran. They are going to intercede for them. فَيَقُولُ الصِّيَامُ. Fasting will say, Ya Rabb, O Allah, O my Lord, مَنَعْتُهُ الطَّعَامُ وَالشَّرَابُ. I refused him to eat and drink, and all other shahwats. فَشَفِعْنِي فِيهِ. Accept my intercession, Ya Allah. And the Quran say, Ya Rabb, oh my Lord, I refused him his sleep in the night. فَشَفِعْنِي فِيهِ. Accept my intercession. And they say, our Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that they are going to intercede to us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to accept the intercession. Ikhwatul Kiram, fasting and Quran. Let us prepare ourselves. Where are the divers? Where are those who are ready to fall into Ramadan? Ikhwatul Kiram, knowing that man qama Ramadan إيمانا واحتسابا غفر له ما تقدم من ذنبه. Whoever stands in Ramadan with belief and knowing that Allah is going to reward him, Allah forgives him his sins that he did before. And whoever fasts Ramadan, Allah is going to forgive him his sins that he did before. And not only that, إخوة الكرام, Rasul sallallahu gave us another dose. إنه من قام مع الإمام حتى ينصرف كتب له قيام ليلة. Whoever stands with the Imam until the Imam finishes Salat al-Tarawih, you are written as if you've stood the whole night. All those إخوة الكرام, they need strong people who are going to dive in. They need strong divers, they need strong captains who are ready to go into them. إخوة الكرام, يا عيونا جفت من قلة الدر. We call upon all those whose eyes are too dry, that you've never cried for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whose eyes are too dry to the extent that nothing in the verses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nothing in life that you may reflect and cry and say, subhanallah, I did such and such a wrong thing. هذا موسم المطر. We should remember this is a season of now turning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is a season of crying, season of rain. Be among the people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about إِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُ الرَّحْمَنِ خَرُّوا سُجَّدًا وَبُكِيًّا. That when the verses of Allah are talked about to them, they go down in sujood, crying. وَيَخِرُّونَ لِلْأَذْقَانِ يَبْكُونَ. They go down on their faces, weeping, crying. And what happens? وَيَزِيدُهُمْ خُشُوعًا. And that brings them humility, brings them closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu. And it's among the two things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves most. When the Prophet says the two things that Rasulullah loves most, he says قِطْرَةٌ مِّن دُمُوعِ فِي خَشْيَةِ اللَّهِ. One of them is drops of weeping, of you crying for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu. Ikhwatul Karam, Ramadan Bahar, it is a lake full of each and everything you want. Gold, fish, silver, what, diamonds. But it needs brave divers. It needs great captains to go in and come and dive and take each and every good. أقول قولي هذا استغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. إخوة الكرام، يا قلوبا أقسى من حجارة الجبل. All you whose hearts are too hard, harder than the stones of a mountain, harder than the stones of a mountain. احبطي من شدة الوجل. You are too hard to the extent that you not only hard on yourself, you are hard on others. You are hating others. Ramadan al-Daif, this visitor, is teaching us al-Rahmah, being merciful to others. Is teaching us tying back the kings that we separated. Is teaching us bringing closer all those people that we chased away. Ikhwatul Karam. And when we go into Ramadan, Ikhwatul Karam, we should remember, apart from what we saw, what we've talked about, of the Prophet ﷺ being the most generous of people, look at Yusuf alayhi salam. Yusuf alayhi salam was asked, أَتَجُوعُ وَأَنْتَ عَلَى خَزَائِنِ الْأَرْضِ. Remember when he reached an extent when he's leading the distribution of food. He was asked, are you hungry? Are you making yourself hungry? When you are on top of this distribution of food, what did he say? He said, إِنِّي أَخَافُ, I really fear, أَنْ أَشْبَعْ فَأَنْسَى الْجَائِعِ, I fear to be full and I forget those who are hungry. Ikhwatul Kiram, apart from all the benefits that we know, that are in helping others break their fast, helping others to buy food who are not capable of buying food, who are not capable of buying even a date, even a drop of water. Ikhwatul Kiram, we should remember as we enter into Ramadan, we have what we call Safahatin Bayda, the clean white pages. The first page, Safahatun Bayda ma'Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bit-tawbah. The first page is a page, a clean, fresh page of you, between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with tawbah and nasuha. You've repented to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are clean to go into Ramadan. Second page, Safatun ma'a Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. A fresh page between you and the sunnahs of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. How many of us are now prepared to do the bid'ahs that are done in Ramadan? The bid'ahs that are done in converging and going to seek blessings from the graves. Others go because it's Ramadan. Others converge in homes each and every 10 days to pray for the dead and do this and that. All the bid'ahs of the Ikhwatul Kiram that are done in Ramadan. Safha jadida, Safha bayda. A page should be fresh and clean. Khaliya min al-bid'ah. Away from bid'ah, Ikhwatul Kiram. And third, Ikhwatul Kiram, and very important thing, Safhatun Bayda, a page, fresh, clean, Ma'al Walidain, Wal Aqrabin, Wal Arham, Wal Zawja, Wal Awlad. A fresh page between you and your parents, between you and your brothers, your sisters, between you and your relatives, your kings. Ikhwatul Kiram, we don't forgive each other for the smallest of things. I had someone saying that my brother, I don't talk to him. Why? Her daughter had a wedding and he never told me. Subhanallah, such a reason. And you say you cut salam between you and your brother. Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu, who remember when they slandered Aisha, her daughter. Aisha, the wife of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a grave word put on him. One of the cousins of Abu Bakr was one among those really strong on the slandering of Aisha, the cousin. And he was annoyed, he cut ties, he said he will never help him anymore, because he was the source of wealth, the source of income to help this man, this cousin. Abu Bakr was helping the cousin in wealth and everything. Until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu brought a verse in Surah An-Nur telling Abu Bakr and the companions, فَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا, forgive and bring people back together. أَلَا يُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ يَغْفِرَ. Don't you want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive you back? You want Allah to forgive you, forgive others. You want Allah to be clean with you, be clean with others. Ikhwatul Kiram, we have to bring back our brothers, our sisters, those blood brothers, even your friends. Ikhwatul Kiram, wal-'afwu khair. Allah telling us, and forgiving is so much important. It's the best thing to do, even better than any other thing. Ikhwatul Kiram, hadhihi safhat, those pages have to be fresh. Ma'aka wal-awlad, with your children. How many of our children, we don't want to talk to them because of such and such a reason? Perhaps some reasons are valid, because they might be linked with the deen. How much have we done to help them? And we go into Ramadan when we are clean, Ikhwatul Kiram. And lastly, Akhil Kareem, Ya nufusan ta'iha, oh whose soul, you feel you are lost. You feel you are lost, you lost everything. Ya shukhusan khawiya, you feel your heart is empty. Ya khiyari fi sihari muhlika, you feel you are in the middle of a desert. You look side and side, north, east, west, south, nothing of help. You should know, Ikhwatul Kiram, we have people that have been sinning for so long and long, and they ask questions. Ramadan comes, they know, they think they have no hope. You should not cut ties between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, thinking that Allah is not going to forgive you. Inna Allah yaghfiru dhunuba jami'a. Allah forgives each and every sin. One of our brothers who wants to take shahada after Juhmah here, he was telling me he was a Muslim before, but something happened. a few years, a year ago or and a half year ago, he's not be connected to Islam at all. He cut ties. But he's back. Alhamdulillah. He's back and he wants to take shahada, ikhwatul kiram. Never lose hope. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yaghfiru dhunuba jami'a. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings you closer back. Ikhwatul kiram. Ramadan, we should know, akhir amal. Ramadan is the last hope we have. Ramadan aqrab amal. Ramadan is the closest hope we have. Ramadan arja amal. Ramadan is the immediate hope you have to revive yourselves. And these are said over and over and over again, each and every year. We should always know Ramadan is our last hope, ikhwatul kiram. Let us utilize it. Let us prepare for it. Let us welcome it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu will help us and guide us through it, and will be among the best of his servants in Ramadan and even after Ramadan. And again, ikhwatul kiram, again and again, people say, why is it that I enter into Ramadan and I feel I'm not in Ramadan? 2, 3 days, you've not read enough of the Quran. You've not prayed enough of Taraweeh. 10 days, 20 days, you've lost it. It's because you're not preparing yourself from now, before Ramadan comes in. You prepare now, Ramadan comes in, you are ready to go. That's why people used to fast before Ramadan. That's why the Prophet ﷺ used to fast, to train himself before Ramadan. Salatul Layl and Quran. No, don't leave it in these last days. Train yourself. It comes into Ramadan, it will just flow, and you'll be a good servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala jalla jalaluhu. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. وارض الله من الخلفاء الراشدين أبو بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وجميع أصحاب رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداءك أعداء الدين برحمتك يا حي يا قيوم. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. ربنا اغفر لنا واغفر جميع المسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم الأموات برحمتك يا حي يا قيوم. اللهم بلغ لنا رمضان. اللهم بلغ لنا رمضان. اللهم بلغ لنا رمضان ونحن لك عاملين برحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام يا حي يا قيوم. ربنا زدنا علما وارزقنا فهما. ربنا زدنا علما وارزقنا فهما. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وعذاب القبر ومن فتنة المحيا والممات ومن شر فتنة المسيح الدجال. وأقم الصلاة.